This one, Japan and Ishikawa to get us underway. And an immediate powerful swing through from Chiaka Ogbogu. Talk about her as a defensive weapon, and she's a big defensive weapon. If you give her freebies like that, she'll find a few kill points for you as well, as Jordan Poulter, another one of the youngsters, comes in to serve. And that'll be dinked over by the always clever, always creative Risa Shinabe, one of the two survivors from the 2012 Olympic bronze medal winning squad for Japan. Very, very smart, shrewd, creative player, cool under pressure as well. Erika Araki serving now at 1-all. Sends a deep one in that is handled by Robinson and then driven cross court with authority by MBH, as she is known, Michelle Barch-Hackley. Coming on primarily as a pinch-hitting server during this World Cup, but getting the start there. Drews. No, brilliant pick-off by Ishikawa. Now, can Ishii beat the block? No, she can't. Not sure if the block got in there, or that was all net cord. Either way, it was coming back for Yuki Ishii, which sends MBH back to the line, serving at 3-1. Ishii with a perfect service reception. And once again, it's all about touch, placement and poise for Risa Shinabe. That was really smooth execution from the veteran, finding a big hole, just dropping the ball in there. Not trying to power her way through, just taking what's there. Side out, Shinabe will serve. That's going to come back to Robinson, who handled first touch perfectly and absolutely demolished the cross-court kill. Robinson has been scoring pretty freely for the USA, the top scorer for the USA coming into this 6th match of the World Cup. Half an eye for these players on tomorrow's match against China. First, they've got to take care of business in front of them. Ogbogu, the 24-year-old. Kobata's just about got that. Ishii, no, can't find anything down the line. Poulter's there. And here comes Drews with a big swing that misses. Didn't miss by much, but Annie Drews will be a little bit disappointed to send that one too far. Poulter, Robinson, and Robinson misses. Well, well, well. Back-to-back misses then. Ishii. Robinson not handling that perfectly. Drews has got to get this one. Only just is good enough for Annie Drews, and a much needed side out for the USA there after a couple of miscues. Had to do a little bit of work here, Poulter. Sent it backside, and Drews wasn't going to miss another one, was she? Ishikawa picks that one up. Sato's got to do a lot of work. And no winner there for Ishikawa. Robinson with the clever little dink. Shinabe, brilliant. Ishikawa, it's good enough. Give an assist to Risa Shinabe for a wonderful dig here. This looked like a dead point until the pancake. Competitive opening 10 points then. Japan will look to try and keep this going here. Okumura serves Robinson. Robinson will get third touch. Oh, it's an absolute beauty of a cross-court kill from Kelsey Robinson. Shinabe's only just got that off the floor. Araki goes for the backside hit. Rubs one off the block. The running attack not perfectly executed, but just getting the benefit there of just managing to scrape that away from the left hand of Michelle Barch-Hackley. Okamura stays on. Barch-Hackley handles that. Bogu gets blocked, but that's going to go away, and that'll give you an indication of the kind of heat that Hayley Washington, excuse me, the birthday girl, can bring to the party. It's the first time we've seen her as an offensive weapon. Oh, what a way to celebrate your 24th birthday, playing a World Cup match on the other side of the world. Washington now serving. Oh, yeah. Beautifully done. Terrific service reception. Take it quick, put it inside. Let your big player take care of business. Well, that'll take the United States to the first technical timeout then. 8-7 to the good. Competitive. She'll be hoping that this can continue against the mighty Americans.
Also, nice high swings, but let's keep them in the court, and they're not going to be anywhere near that. They haven't set fit yet, and we've got him coming out of timeout. In Boyd, next to we can Boyd, maybe some tricky position. We'll find that. Here we go.
You'll take the even spread if you're the Japanese coach, Kumi Nakada. Just wants to hang in there as much as possible here in the early going. See if you can just pick off a couple of points here and there. Make the Americans work for this. It'll be Larson to serve. The Americans looking for the point on serve that will give them control of this opening set. Larson's serve collected by Ishii. It'll be sent far side. Shinabe coming up with another winner, taking a really nice angle on that cross court. Well, they need leadership from the experienced players, Japan, and Shinabe is certainly providing that. Economical and clinical with the cross court. Araki, 8-all. Robinson collects that nicely, and that's sent too far. Chiaka Ogbogu. That's 3 swings and misses from the USA. Araki then. Oh, Robinson's made a mess of that. Now here's a great opportunity. Where does Sato go? Backside. Good enough. Once again, Shinabe. Oh, she hasn't missed yet, has she? And that gives Japan a lead to try and defend here. That's all on the Robinson serve error, service reception error. Japan capitalize. If there are mistakes from the Americans, the Japanese will have to exploit them. And Araki will send a deep one to Robinson again. And that's a big swing that takes a touch from Michelle Barch-Hackley. Side out. Real power hitter, Michelle Barch-Hackley. You can see Okamura trying to hustle over there in vain. Uh-oh. Sato has to do well to get that. Ishii is blocked. They manage to have another look at it with Ishii. He'll send that down the line, takes a touch. Side out. Shinabe then. This was important, just taking a little touch off the Annie Drew's outstretched right hand. Oh, Barch Hackley's made an awful mess of that. Some of the service reception from the Americans has been really poor in this first set. Ishii goes for the dink. Robinson read that all the way. Barch Hackley has to check. Again, more signs that the Americans are not in sync at all, and they get out of it with a big stuffed block. That's a huge bonus for the Americans. They were struggling. A couple of miscues. And Ishii, no way through. The big blocking Chiaka Ogbogu. And a much needed point for the Americans when it looked like Japan had the initiative on that point. Ishii steps in front and takes that one. The backside attack doesn't come off. Robinson makes them pay, just like that. USA are level. Ishii. Is that because of the block earlier? She's aware she's got to slide it past the block. Took a touch, apparently, is the call, and the Americans are saying, no, it didn't. Didn't look like there was a touch there. Block touch is the call, and all the American players went around and said, oh, it didn't touch me. That will tell you something. Given the quality of the Hawkeye challenge system, if it did touch you, there's absolutely no point you saying, no, it didn't. I won't get a perfect view from that. Oh, no, hang on, there's a net touch in there. Yes, that's what they were calling. That's a great call on the floor. Yeah, it wasn't a block touch at all. It was a net touch. And Annie Drew certainly contacted the net. So that's an American challenge burned. Japan continuing to try and apply some pressure here with Ishii. Robinson with a nice take. Get third touch as well, but that's contained. Kobata comes to pick it up. Here comes Ishii, back court. It's come back over, but out of play. Big point, Japan. Well, she's lurking there. Here she comes, driving it through. Almost picked up by Polter. Almost, but not quite. Played that really well. Scrubbed it around the side of the block there, Ishii. Learning quickly here. If she challenges that block, she's in trouble. Barch Hackley only just scrambles there for that, and Drews is able to complete the point with an authoritative hit. Right idea, this. Getting Barch Hackley scrambling around. Not the most fleetest of foot of the Americans. NBH doing enough to get there. So here's Drews. It's Kobata. That is Ishikawa. Drews with a touch there. Robinson with some work to do from the 3-meter line. Tough to get a winner there. Ishikawa will get a winner from there. Robinson couldn't handle it at all. And Japan keeping this going. This very encouraging and promising first set. Their execution must be of a consistently high standard, Japan. So far, executing very well indeed. Okamura now looking to serve. Barch Hackley sends that backwards, so this is a tough take for Drews. Ishii was there. Barch Hackley solid back court. Ogbogu, unlucky. Ogbogu too good. Close to keeping that alive, Japan. And Ogbogu's swing, not enough. Robinson. Nakamura. And then clever from Ishikawa. Mixing up their swings really well here. They've realized, they've been told, probably best not to take on the Americans head on. A lot's going to come back. Little dinks and dunks and slides. Shinabe, who set the tone early. And once again, Poulter's got to scramble around. Bart Shackley didn't have the best of service receptions, but the big swing through more than made up for that. Well, Jordan Poulter's certainly having to keep the wheels under her here, the American server, because she is having to fly around. Her service reception continues to be a work in progress for the Americans here. Looking to level it up. Washington serving. Oh dear. Might as well be an ace, even if Ishii gets this over. Awful mess made of that by Kabata, and this should be put away with ease by MBH. As soon as you saw that cross court getting lined up, there was only one possible outcome, and once again that Japan lead has been removed. Beautifully bisecting the two cross-court defenders there, MBH, and had all the time in the world to pull the trigger on that one, and we are level. The only question now is which team takes a slender lead into the second technical timeout. Ishikawa picks that up off the floor, and no. Went for the little dink, but didn't get it over the net. So a little bit of momentum now for Karchkarai's team going into the second technical timeout.
Solve the problem of the tip and the roll. Meg, you'll lead us through that, but anything you get, just go. Each one of those is not hard driven. If we just get it up in the air, we have all these great hitters who can take a swing, so we just need to get that up in the air. Nice service structure. Keep that on. Front row outside, especially 28. Listen up. Long distance goes. They stay inside, and it's so fast that usually the middle blocker is not going to be with you. So dive cross court. Everything is that way, okay? Don't forget, 28 knows she lies down the line but looks for a void. And also number 4, maybe a rip after timeout. See that? And one. You'll take a little more line.
Karchkarai handling the first and last words in that timeout. Lucas Slaba, the Slovenian assistant coach, does a lot of the fine-tuning, a lot of the in-game tactics. A lot of attention paid to Mayu Ishikawa and her presence on the court there in that American timeout. The USA have played a better 2/3 of a set at this World Cup, that's for sure. And here they are, still in good shape here, looking perhaps now to try and turn up the pressure, go through the gears, put this first set to bed. Washington picked up off the floor. Araki again with just enough, lots of net cord with that one. That took any momentum the ball might have had. Absolutely no chance for defenders off this one. Look at that. Actually dropped perfectly off the net cord for her. Yeah, no getting that. Ishikawa, the teenager. Much better from Michelle Barczak in a block point. Well, it's not a point, no. It was a block. Brilliant from the libero. Barczak can't find it. Ishii beats the block. The place goes crazy. That's a big point. At one point it looked like they had a block point. And the Americans kept it alive, but in the end, it was too much for Yuki Ishii. So far, the gamble of playing Ishikawa over Koga is paying off. That's Robinson handling serve. reception, and Michelle Barch-Hanksley's power show just causing havoc on the other side of the net. Real confident hitter of the ball, isn't she, MBH? Swung at that one with the belief that that wasn't coming back. Caught the line. Nice. Well, look at the quick set. Beautiful execution there, especially with Courtney, the libero, the only player who could have got anywhere near it, taking the step inside, thinking it was going middle. Erika Araki had other ideas and couldn't have placed it much better. Picked up by Barch-Hackley, who will get third touch as well. Oh, the block diverted it. Araki might just have had a possible dig on that, but once it just rubbed off that block, that's the direction changed. And that left her completely committed. Couldn't adjust. 18 all in. Barch-Hackley serving Shinabe. Nothing doing there for Ishii. Poulter's there to pick it up. Drews. Tabata with a wonderful dig. Ishii again with blockers in front of her, and Ishii gets blocked out of it by Ogbogu. Drews and Ogbogu gave her no hitting lane at all there. Nowhere to go for Ishii unless she tried an outrageous angle on a cross court. Barch-Hackley again with serve. Picked up by Courtney, so no winner there for Shinabe, who's managed to keep that alive. Ooh, this is a tough one. Ishii's not going to get a winner from there, but the Americans will swing. Also, Robinson from the 3-meter line. Now, who's going to get the first real meaningful swing? It comes here with Drews. Shinabe sends it back. Drews has another go and sends it long. Well, that's Japan volleyball at its best. Bring it back, send it over, hope you get an error. And that's exactly what they got here. Drews 9 times out of 10 makes that. Still we can't separate them. Shinabe. Ooh, Courtney flew across there. Robinson, too good for the block. The Americans keeping the pressure on here. And Kim Hill's going to come in for Ogbogu to serve. Well, as we look at that hit there from Kelsey Robinson, this isn't somebody you want to see coming on to the court if you're on the other side of the net. The hugely talented Kim Hill hasn't played an awful lot in this World Cup. Ishii will have to take that on, and that was a tough one. It's taken a touch, has it? That's the call on the floor. They're not sure in the chair. They're saying no touch. Well, the side judge says that took a touch. In the chair, they said it didn't. So Japan will challenge this. Kumi Nakata had to challenge this. This is a big moment. If this goes against Japan, the Americans have seized control of this first set with the winning post in sight. Japan desperately need a touch here. The place will erupt if they get it. Now, what's there? Anything? Grazing the forearm. Touch of the forearm there. That's all it takes. Oh my goodness me, that's a couple of millimeters, and it's a good call. The side judge on the floor with the red flag near side deserves a big pat on the back for spotting that one. And only Drews would have known that was always going to come. No hiding place with this technology. If it touches you, everybody's going to see it. So we stay level. She serves Barch Hackley. Drews misses again. Well, Annie Drews can be a confidence player. If her confidence does get shaken, she will sometimes go into a bit of a slump. No sign of that there. That was just a miss.
No more for them. Make them earn it. That pass is just fine. 8 feet off. We're running hard. Hit deep in the court. Here we go, USA. And we've got to shut down the line out of system. No defense on the line. What's Rick, ladies and gentlemen?
Okay, come on, break.
Well, Karch Karai has gone back to his base. Kim Hill has checked out after that serve. Well, Japan now able to put the pressure on, force the United States to match them in a side-out battle. Ishii serves Barch Hackley. That's going over for Robinson. Kobata's put it up in the air. Ishikawa decides to go for one. Courtney's picked that up. Here comes Robinson again. Too good. So close to getting something on that Mayu Ishikawa, but Robinson's hit was pure class. Real authority here. Had to be a winner. Rendered the block completely irrelevant there. Robinson. No bringing that one back. So that's Drews coming up next at 21 all. Kobata handles that. Ishikawa blocked out of it. Important pickup from Okamura. Ishikawa will have another go. Robinson is middle court, and Robinson will swing through this. Kobata's got something underneath it. A brilliant second touch from Ishikawa. But here come the Americans on the charge. Robinson again this time. Well, Kelsey Robinson's holding nothing back on these cross courts. Just trying to blast her way through Japanese defenses. Well, now the initiative switches the other way, courtesy of back-to-back power hits from Kelsey Robinson. And now it's Kumi Nakada that has to call the timeout. Been a really good first set, this. But from chasing, the Americans are now leading, and they are forcing Japan to match them. Side out for side out. Drews serves Kobata. Just about got a third touch there. That was enough. It came straight back over from Drews. Ishikawa is picked off by Barch Hackley. Here comes Robinson again. Blocked out of it. Okamura with a huge point for Japan. Oh, that's big. They set up their hot hand, but no way through this time on the cross court for Kelsey Robinson. Okamura made sure of that. And we're level still. And Yurie Nabea gets thrown in. There's Robinson. Just back off the line a little bit. Courtney picks it up. They'll bring it near side for Drews. The little dink doesn't work. Ishikawa, I think that's missed. No, they're pointing in vain. Kumi Nakata saying that took a touch. It's not been called on the floor. And the side judge, who correctly saw the earlier one, put his flag up to say this one's out, that it did not take a touch. Almost an identical play. Kumi Nakata says, well, I want it looked at anyway. Did it take a touch? Very competitive and enjoyable opening set, this. Anything there? Oh, it's not the net. It's not the net. The challenge fails. Well, they weren't challenging a block touch. They were challenging a net touch. And it wasn't there. So the Americans staying on the front foot here, with Robinson up next, looking to try and take the USA to set points. Shinabe handles that perfectly. Erika Araki round the back side, picked up by Drews. Robinson switching sides, can't get through. Ishikawa goes for the dink. Where's that going? Michelle Barch-Hackley goes for the push as well, and there's stuff going on at the net there that goes against Japan. A lot of Americans celebrating, a lot of Japanese players looking up at the chair as if to say, well, what's that all about? Doesn't matter. It's set point. Unless that's... No, it's not a challenge, it's a timeout from Kumi Nakata. Well, all that hard work for Japan in this opening set may yet be in vain. That's a strong comeback from the USA.
Try to read the situation, the angle of the approach. She's going wide around, then a mistake, okay? Don't try it. Pick it up. But in row 6, they like to be middle in front as well. That happens. Middle blocker. Take a step on deck. Row 6. And you're good over there with whatever's over there.
A hugely important timeout for Japan. But their situation is serious now. First, they must side out. Then, they must hold serve. Well, Kelsey Robinson makes the first part simple for them. But now, it's down to Miyasato, unless this is a regular switch-up. Haruka Miyashita comes in to serve. Well, here's a high-pressure situation. Off the bench, got a serve at set point down. Let's hope that service arm's been nice and warm. Total silence as she serves it. It's a good serve as well. Barch-Hackley's going to have to take this on from a long way back. Got underneath that here, Ishikawa. Brilliant pickup from Courtney. MBH gets blocked and it drops in. Araki. That's a set-saving block right there from the veteran. Everything set up brilliantly. Except Annie Drews, faced with the block, or rather Michelle Barch-Hackley, excuse me, faced with the block, drove it straight at the blocker and paid for it.
Way to be aggressive on that. You two are covering a lot. Four and 7 in transition. 4 over there, 7 over here, okay? They can kick and also both go sharp against one blocker.
Big response from a team that, whilst they may be the host nation and have home advantage, are huge underdogs going into this one. So, we're going beyond the 25. That much we do know. Who's coming out on top of this first set? Right now, we have no idea. Well, bringing Miyashita in off the bench. Set point has paid off for Kumi Nakada. Now, can she keep it rolling here? Barchackley with a nice comfortable take. Yeah, inevitable. After a take like that. Couldn't have played it much better there, MBH. So it's set point again. Can Hayley Washington celebrate her birthday with an ace that would give the point to the USA? That really would be fairy tale stuff. Here she comes. Kabata's got under it. That's got to be good, and it took a touch on the way back as well, and out, and the Americans grind their way to that first set. That was good, really entertaining. And the Americans eventually get there. Well, really good resistance and a high level of efficiency offensively from Japan. You wonder if they can raise their game any more than that going forward. Asked a lot of questions. And the Americans eventually coming up with the right answers to take this first set, 26-24. That's how the first set was won then. This is the first set by the numbers. No aces. 5 blocks. The Americans leading that one 3-2, and more attack hits. More digs as well, defensively for the USA. Well, rather surprising to see a set with 0 aces. The error count pretty low as well. Well, it's the big hitting Barchackley, not surprisingly. That has picked up the bulk of the points. 8 attack points. Had a block thrown in there as well. Fogler and Drews each had a block. There's a big one from Iraqi, 1 of 2 for Japan. That kept the set alive. You just wonder if Japan can take it up to another level. Whether perhaps the United States have a bit of a letdown. They did drop a set against Argentina, which I don't think went down very well with the coaching staff. Japan would certainly be expected to take care of the Argentinians. But if they're going to beat the USA here, inflict a first defeat at the World Cup on the Americans, Japan are going to have to do it the hard way. They're going to have to come from behind. Lukas Slava there, the Slovenian assistant coach, continuing his clinic. So the Americans coming out for the start of the second set then. No significant changes to the personnel for either coach. Why would you change much after a set that could have gone either way? Young Jordan Poulter to get this second set underway for the USA. Ishii, nothing doing there. Improvised touch. And Shinabe gets blocked out of it. That's a big, big statement point right at the start of this second set from Shaka Ogbogu. Anytime you can get the better of Shinabe, you're doing something right. Which keeps Poulter there. Sato goes middle. Araki denied. Drews with a big swing. The block doing enough to just keep that in play. Shinabe couldn't find a winner. Barch Hackley will swing from the 3-meter line. Sato goes far side. Ishii with a sneaky little dink. Brilliant, brilliant rescue from MBH. What a dig that was. And Ishii will celebrate the point. Japan grinding one out. Well, there's the contact at the net that brings that one to a halt. Araki then serving Barch Hackley. Drews sent back off Sato's shoulder, it looked like. Barch Hackley can't get much on that. Sato there to pick it up. Backside is she driving it straight at Megan Courtney, and that one wasn't coming back. Really well worked. A little bit fortuitous perhaps earlier in the rally. Nothing fortuitous about that hit though, with covering cross-court defenders there as well. She's learning to sneak stuff around and pass the block. Ishii. You've seen in earlier matches just trying to drive through it, and at the highest level that's not going to work. Robinson has sent that skewing off. Means Barch Hackley's got a tough one to deal with here, but deals with it absolutely perfectly. A big smack straight at the middle blocker, stuck in the backcourt. Real heat on that one. MBH will now serve Shinabe. Sato has to adjust. Ishii gets blocked, but that's going to go and go and go. Side out. Which will send Shinabe back to the line. Barch Hackley handles that perfectly, and there's only one outcome there. The quick set inside. The high-flying Ogbogu smashed it away. But that's all on service reception. Can't play it much better than that. And the next two phases of play were equally efficient. So Ogbogu serving. Oh, she's made a bit of a mess of that. Will she take this one on? It was a bit wishy-washy, wasn't it? Drews, yeah. Well, that all came off service reception as she had them backpedaling. Drews not holding back on her swinging either. Ogbogu just misses. Oh, Ishii had to make a split-second judgment there. Yeah, got the right decision. Ishii Serving Courtney, and that's a nice, easy inside take. And happy birthday to Hayley Washington. Enjoyed unwrapping this present, didn't she? Easy. Here's Drews. Sato feeds Ishikawa, who's been pretty quiet throughout this second set. And storing that one up, obviously. Really nice take here. Blockers to beat, cross-court defender to beat. Executed both. Sato serving Barch Hackley. That's going around the backside, but no winner for Washington. A wonderful pickup. Can Ishikawa follow through? Yes, she can. That's down. That's on the floor. Second touch. Barch Hackley, a diving effort. But Ishikawa, the teenager, comes up with another one. This was the big moment here, though. What about that from Sato in the backcourt? Wonderful dig. And it translated into this. Brilliant effort from Barch Hackley. Completely off balance. Almost got there. Here's Okamura. This will be one for Robinson, and that these Robinson cross courts. Well, you can lace them all together and create quite a highlight reel here. She is hitting some beauties today. There's another one. Look at that. Two blockers there, two cross court defenders there. She shredded them all. Sato goes backside. Is she too hot? Wow, that one was traveling. Anytime the ricochet goes into the crowd, you know it was a hot one. Sato skims the net. Kelsey Robinson shows that she's more than just a cross-court cruncher. Driven down the pipe attack. Here's Washington. Sato with the quick insider. Lovely work there for the Americans to bring this back. Shinabe, and that's come off Washington. Drews can only send it into the crowd. Shinabe takes Japan to the first technical timeout, just like the last set. Nothing between the two teams here through the early going of this second set as well. Well, the best coaches aren't afraid to let their assistants make their observations known. That's Shun Toyokihara with his input there for Japan. Never been more than a couple of points between them. Most keenly fought contest, this. Ishikawa with an ace serve. Bart Shackley saying, yeah, doesn't take much. Well, may have seen that late. Had a teammate running in front of her and Ren Robinson closing in alongside her as well. But that one spun off MBH for the ace serve. And Japan opening up a little gap here. Ishikawa goes to work again. And they'll send this round the backside, where Chiaka Ogbogu drives it down on the running attack. And that's what they were trying to set up on the last point. Poulter. Taken by Shinabe, who gets blocked out of it. Is that Bart Shackley? If it was, she can forget all about that miscue on the ace serve. I think it may well have been as well. Oh yeah, that's all her own work. Another block point for MBH. That lead gone just as soon as it had been created. Ishii can't find a winner, they're in trouble. Yeah, borderline timeout territory here, because that's 3 points in a row, and 3 points where they've been second best here, Japan. Kumi Nakada is prowling that sideline, shouting her instructions. And Poulter stays on. That's Shinabe, not perfect. This is going to be a tough ask. Oh yeah, from behind the 3 meter line. Yuki Ishii. Well, if it was borderline before, there is definitely a case for a timeout here. But she's biding her time here, Yuki Nakada. So Poulter will stay there. Much better from Shinabe this time. Araki. That's what they needed. Bart Shackley handles that one perfectly. There's only one possible outcome when service reception is as good as that. They're still throwing a lot at Bart Shackley, because there will be the odd miscue, but few and far between. You'd never call MBH a liability on service reception. And Japan will be very happy that she nets there, as she just tried to sneak one over. Still Japan chasing here. Can Risa Shinabe find the point on serve to level this up? Again, it's Bart Shackley that's getting it, and that's Drews rubbing one off the block. Side out, United States. Bogu. Not the best from Ishii. This is going to be a tough ask. Oh, well, that's a huge bonus. That really is. You're taking off behind the 3 meter line against the USA blockers, and you're still getting the point. You'll say thank you very much. So Ishii comes up with that one. Can she come up with an ace to level it up? Ace is at a premium, and there's not going to be one there, as anybody who hasn't really seen volleyball at this level wonders why there's net serves and long serves. That's because these players don't serve safe at this level. Safe means it's coming back. Got to take some risks. Here's Drews. Sending that one over to Ishikawa. That's backside by Okamura. Nice reverse set. She knew exactly what she was doing. Sato, the running attack, the best available option. Robinson pretty much isolated one-on-one, and they couldn't get the block on. It's off the floor by Robinson. And that's off the floor. for Okamura. And that is scrambled off the net cord by Ishikawa. And Japan just like that on level again. Well, wonderful, wonderful dig there from Okamura. A middle blocker in the backcourt coming up with that. That's a thing of beauty. And then a huge net cord helping out Mayu Ishikawa. And we are level again. Just can't split these two. Such a competitive match, this. A real treat for a packed crowd in Sapporo. Okamura serving Robinson, and again, it's the running attack. Washington, the destructive force on that point. Yeah. They knew what was coming. They just couldn't do anything about it. So here's Robinson serving Shinabe. The block has managed to take all the sting out of that one from Ishikawa. And then, well, Kelsey Robinson on the pipe attack. Nothing doing. Araki was there, so was the net cord. Sato with serve. That's sent over to Barch Hackley, who's got some work to do here. It touched the net and then fell to the ground without touching a Japanese player, and that'll take Japan to the second technical timeout, having erased that early deficit. It's a couple of times now you've thought, well, the Americans are going to start just turning it up a little bit. And every time they ask a question, back comes Japan at them. So we get into the third phase of this second set. Still very, very little to choose between them. Japan have played a very high-level, intense match so far. Poulter sends it out to Barch Hackley. Brilliant pickup from Ishikawa. Picked up beautifully by Courtney, but the call for a double touch goes against the United States libero. Now that's Japan making a move here. Wonderful, wonderful defensive work from Ishii. Oh no, it's a net touch on the far side. Oh, that's a big miss. Huge miss there from Washington. Well, they've run this attack pretty efficiently. But a big miss there. That's quite a gap the Americans got to deal with here.
Well, we're giving them lots of points here by hitting out and netting on the block. So let's get back to our good. Invest in this next play and make somebody better around you.
Let's go, USA!
Invest in this next play, said Karch Karai. Make someone better around you, says the man who spent a career making teammates an awful lot better around him. One of the all-time greats, whether on the sand or whether on the hard court. Karch digging in for the inspirational speech with his team trailing by 3 here in this second set. The first equation. Gets side out. Gets Sato out of there. Barch Hackley. No, that's contained. Sato slips it backside. Shinabe with a big winner. A really big winner. Another super little cross-court this from Shinabe. She'll never beat you with power, but she'll baffle you with her placement. Not it again. So Sato stays on, serves Robinson. Robinson driving through. Kabata says, Ishikawa. This is pretty much an unassailable lead here for Japan. That's an absolutely terrible response from the Americans to that timeout. So Karch has promptly called another one. They didn't listen the first time.
Just being ready. They don't face us always, but they can hit that wave. So no more surprising. We're ready, expecting the ball to come to us. Those left side hitters, when they're facing line, they go like that. When they face cross court, they go the other way. Here we go.
Well, he's not making it complicated here, Karai. Just reminding his players of some fairly basic stuff that they clearly need reminding about. Even if they side out here, the Americans have got to dredge up 4 points on serve from somewhere, and not much time to find them. That's a terrific run of points here for Japan. Blown a 15-all tie, wide open here. Sato's serve goes on and on. Deep one picked up by Robinson. Sent over to Barch Hackley. That's rescued as well. Everything seems to be coming back. Ishikawa blocked. They'll have another go with Ishikawa. The youngster gets through this time. Just no stopping the Japanese right now. This is a second set terror that is just destroying the Americans. Everything coming back at Karch players. And some confident, creative swinging on the outside. Sato finally misses one. And is there any way Karch players can conjure up 5 points on serve in the little time that remains in this second set? Great chance for Japan to level it up. And if you think it's loud before, wait until Japan take a set off the United States. Washington with serve. Ishikawa handles that. Shinabe takes a touch. Annie Drew's bit on it. I think she had to be honest with you. That was dropping in. Yeah. No question about that going long. The quick side out. The last thing the Americans wanted. Ishikawa serves Barch Hackley, who will get third touch. Kabata has got under it, but only sent it towards her bench. Yeah, Barch Hackley's swinging through. You just need to dig and hope. Here's a change that we've seen in Hamamatsu. Caster low coming in for Annie Drews. Be very interesting to see if she stays in for the third set. Karai knows that this second set has gone. And if there was any doubt at all, Yuki Ishii has just rendered such conversations utterly irrelevant. Yurie Nabaya will come in for Araki. The pinch hitter. It was a beauty from Ishii, breaking through the block. The outside hitters have been very, very selective with their hitting through these first two sets. Really have played a very intelligent game. Nabaya got a bit too much on it. Bar Shackley now back to serve, knows the United States need 5 points on serve. And precious little time to find them. Sato sends it near side. Shinabe sends a beautiful cross court that Castello can only help on its way, and that is set point. Shinabe serving for the set. Low, bringing an awful lot of heat there. Well, the one thing you can say is Kobata, the libero, didn't give up on the play. But this was an impossible chase. This was smashed down with some venom. Usain Bolt with a head start wouldn't have got underneath that. Kim Hill coming in then, being asked to find 5 points on serve in a row. Anything less, we're going into a third set level. Perfect take. The push doesn't work. And the push from Robinson doesn't work. And Ishii gets blocked. Took a touch on the way back. Hayley Washington, a flash of defiance for the United States. Not gone yet. That's enough for Kumi Nagata. (24-20), Japan leading the United States, who need to save 5 points. 1 down, 4 to go for Kim Hill. Here comes Ishii, that's blocked. Collected by Shinabe. Ishii will look again, goes for the dink. Poulter gets underneath that. Here's Low. Oh, that's a brilliant hit down the line. Oh, my goodness me. Well, when they lost the first set against Serbia in Hamamatsu, Coach Kirai called for Castello at the start of the second set and said she really just changed the dynamic of our offense. And he's called for her here. Osanai coming in, along with Haruka Miyashita again. Double switch up there for Nakata, who is probably getting a little bit anxious here. You got 5 points to play with and 2 of them are gone. You start to chew your nails. You start to think, who do I need to bring in? And Kim Hill continues at the service line. Miyashita will send that over and earns an overset, and that's gobbled up by Castello, and that's 3 saved. And no surprise, suddenly the alarm bells are ringing for Japan. Well, Castello making a difference. Both phases of the game then. The big down the line kill, followed by the easy put away on the overset. Now then, got to hold their nerve here, Japan. They will never get a better chance of putting a set on the board. But look at this comeback from the United States. Full house crowd doing their bit to try and help the players over the line. And then, of course, as soon as the whistle goes, silence descends. Like a tennis arena. Hill. Taken by Ishikawa. Near side as Ishii blocked again. Miyashita sends it far side then, and the youngsters have pushed it way too deep. Osanai. Now then, she can't call a timeout here. Her players are on the ropes. They are going to challenge, though. Well, it can't be in or out. It must be a block touch. Can't be anything else. Because it was certainly out. If it took a touch on the way through, it's a set for Japan. Looking at the body language of the Americans, hard to gauge this one, but they look as if they're ready to come back out again. As Lucas Slaba just uses this review, an assistant coach, to make a couple of points. Kumi Nakata just hopes that Hawkeye will spot something here. Anything? Yes! That's all it needed. A fingertip from Castello, enough to give Japan the second set. That was a nervy finish. That really was. But they've clung on. Now this one's level. Well, here's the numbers, just the one ace then. That one from Ishikawa. And hitting so well. Really balanced offense from Japan. With Ishikawa, Ishii and Shinabe combining for 28 attack points through this match. And they're pretty much balanced out. 9 apiece for Ishikawa and Shinabe, the 10 for Ishii. So they're mixing it up really nicely, varying the point of attack so well. And the really good news for Japan is that the block points are not an epidemic. Well, Sato was scrambling around in that first set. That's not a particularly good percentage in the green semicircle there. You'd like that a little bit higher. The higher it goes, the better your chance of finding attacks and winners. And it certainly went up significantly. Still not great. Still more room for improvement there for Japan. But that was enough to help get them over the line in that second set. The less scrambling around your setter has to do, the more the offensive options open up for the setter. Well, a very efficient couple of sets this for Japan. If things had gone a little bit differently in the first set, they could be looking at a two-set lead here. Not to be. Nevertheless, the mighty Americans being held here. Well, the two unbeaten teams coming into today, they're really having to work to preserve their records. China and the United States. China dragged into a five-setter by Brazil. And the United States, a minimum of 4 against Japan now, before those two superpowers meet tomorrow. And you wonder if the few extra hours off could be a difference maker for China. Brazil will be taking that on very, very short turnaround indeed. Around 18 hours or so. They'll be back on this court when they finished here to take on China tomorrow. I don't think Karai is giving 1 second of thought about China right now. His thought is focused on getting past Japan, who have shown impressive resilience and some very efficient work, both offensively and defensively, through 2 sets. Kim Hill is off. We expected that. Annie Drews stays out as well, so it looks like Castello may be asked to carry the load here for the United States, just as she did against Serbia. Quite a weapon to bring off the bench here for Karai. Let's see how things unfold. The third set now underway. It's a beauty. Robinson only just got there. Lowe just has to swing at that one. And that's Lowe going for the dig there as well. Well, the new player, Castello, who made a bit of an impact when she came on at the end of that second set, getting an early workout on this first point. Not much she could do to keep that one in play. Japan on the board. Courtney not handling that perfectly. Japan will switch this up with Ishii, and that's a mess made by Barch-Hackley, who was wrong-footed. Looked like she was just stepping inside there and then realized that cross-court from Ishii was hit at such an angle. It's just too good. So serves continues. Barch-Hackley handles that one really well. And that's the end of the Ishikawa serve. A really nice take. MBH with the put away as well. Poulter then to serve. The pipe attack. Oh, where's this coming? First contact. Oh, what a bit of work from Ogbogu defensively there. Ishii has to send it. Courtney picks that up. Here comes the pipe attack from Robinson. Too good. That absolutely stunning defensively from Ogbogu, that. Well, the big hit belongs to Robinson. The key play came much earlier in this rally. Ogbogu with a huge defensive play. And America's so good at transition. Poulter, oh, that needed some work. On second touch, Sato doing really well just to keep it alive. They've got to try and dink something over there with Shinabe. Barch-Hackley goes for the big swing. Kobata, despairing dive. The United States cranking it up here with 3 points in a row. just one or two signs that the Japanese efficiency level is starting to find this a little bit hard to cope with. This is getting a little bit hot here at the start of this third set. Ishii, nothing doing again. Robinson's all over that. Low finds a cross court, dropped inside the sideline, and the American juggernaut starting to build up a head of steam here early in this third set. And once again, it's Castello who affected the turnaround against Serbia in Hamamatsu. Well, is definitely changing the narrative here. Poulter with the net serve. Japan needed that. Okamura will come back in as they'll look for a block on the Iraqi serve here. Japan 3-4 down. Poulter sends it near side. Barge Hackley soaring high. Really swung through this one. This one was not coming back. That's got some heat on it. She's really enjoying this extended workout here. Barge Hackley almost fluked an ace out of it as well as she. Oh, rather forced one over the block there. Did it take a touch? Yes, it did. Shinabe with serve. Barge Hackley just about getting control of that, and once again Castello. Real buzz about Castello's work. Oh, look how wide she is there, just lurking, just saying, give it to me, I'm coming through. Takes that left-handed swing. Not much the defenders can do about it, so the Americans doing a nice job of protecting that lead. Shiaka Ogbogu will look to build on this slight lead. Ishii takes that off the floor. And there's no winner, though, for Okamura. Shinabe with the dig. Ishii's got work to do. Can't beat the block. But it's hoist and hope from Barge Hackley. Japan can take the initiative back with Ishii, and Ishii gets the better of the block this time. These outside hitters for Japan have really worked on just being a little bit smarter against the block than we saw in the first round of matches in Yokohama. And everybody was getting a big bite out of them. Here, the Americans just can't find consistent block points. Not so far in this match. Ishii with serve. Robinson, Ishii gets underneath that. Ishikawa will take it on. Courtney's there. Robinson will have another go. Once again, Shinabe's there. Ishikawa gets blocked. But again, they're rescued. Shinabe. Ishikawa does it again with the cross court. Terrific defense again from Ishii and Shinabe to keep that rally alive. And once they were able to transition, boy, they turned it around quickly. That was the dig from Shinabe. And then Ishikawa, who'd been denied once, wasn't going to be denied again. The American lead gone. Ishii. Excuse me, Poulter. Low, picking that one up. And that's not coming back. Well, it must seem sometimes as if these Japanese back and mid-court defenses are so sound. So to get clean winners like that for the USA, real morale boosters, and Castello wasn't missing that one. Jordan Larson, the captain and big hitter for the United States, on the bench and has not been called into action yet. May not be. Ishikawa rubs one off the block at the second time of asking. Just like her teammate, Yuki Ishii. Ishii and Ishikawa really playing smart today. Okamura sends one to Robinson. And slipping around the backside is Washington. That'll take the United States to the first technical timeout, and I think that is 3 sets in a row where the first technical timeout has seen an 8-7 scoreline.
You can just go in front of Meg, she'll go behind. You guys can both go on that seam. You don't have to back away from them because they're at different depths. And this rotation is 4, 5, 6. Slide, go. So we're going to have our middle blocker, right side blocker, super interested with go attacker. And we're one-on-one with slide on the first ball. Is that right? Let's go. Let's do that. Let's go. USA! USA!
The third set, every bit as competitive and fascinating as the first two. The United States unbeaten. And they're fighting for everything here against the hosts. Ishikawa denied. Low denied. Ishikawa denied. Robinson goes long. Really well played point by Japan. And that point rather summed up this match. Nothing is coming easy for either side. And the mistake comes from the United States. That's going to be one for Michelle Bark-Hackley, who will not make any mistake on that. Perfect service reception. And once Polt had made a quick decision, good luck blocking that. Erika Raraki, the middle blocker, barely had time to make a move to try and help out before that was gone. Can't execute any better than that. Washington. Now Shinabe's got some work to do here and can't beat low down the line. There's Bark-Hackley. That's picked up by Sato. Oh, who did that come off? Came off the Americans. Nail-biting moment. Yet another one. This one's rattling around in there, and eventually it did take a touch off Ogbogu before rolling off the net cord now. So Ishikawa still in there, a 19-year-old. Playing really well here at such a high level. Bark-Hackley. Side out. So again, getting a one-on-one block against Shinabe. Should expect to win those duels. And did pretty comfortably on that occasion. Poulter serves. Ishii, nothing doing there. Poulter reacts quick, sends it to Bark-Hackley, who played it beautifully. Drove that down. A really well played point there by MBH. You like her power, but you got to like her smarts as well there. Now, Poulter just sends that too long. Well, they've made a little move here. Kachika Rai's squad. Can Japan peg them back here? It's going to be the veteran, Erika Araki. Bark-Hackley handles that pretty comfortably. And as easy as you like. Near side, cast alone. Sliding round. Really bright start since her introduction here. The left-hander swinging through with authority again. Bart Shackley serving Shinabe. Nice quick take inside from Okamura. That's all about execution. Getting all elements in sync and harmony. There's no stopping that. Yeah, just look where the blockers were when that ball went past. Nowhere near each other. So Shinabe will serve. Bart Shackley and low. Yeah. Well, she's coming up with a lot of winners here. Castello for the United States. Here's Ogbogu serving. USA looking to turn the heat up, and they weren't ready for that. Nothing else Sato could do there. Nobody read this. This one's hanging and hanging and hanging. Nobody reacted at all. Well, that's how you want to play that second touch. Do it when nobody's expecting it. You can look really good then. Ishii serves Bart Shackley. Robinson gets blocked. Holter will send it backside for Lowe's dink. Kobata says, Ishii drives in. Courtney picks that one up. Here we go with Lowe again. That's coming back on first touch. Who's going to win that duel? It's kept alive. That's unbelievable stuff. Now the Americans have got to scramble something here. Robinson can't find a down-the-line winner. Ishikawa goes cross-court. Brilliant point from Japan. Absolutely stunning stuff. That was a dead rally. Absolutely dead. How on earth did they transition out of that? Desperation scrambling. And then when they got the chance, Ishikawa again flawless with the cross-court. Now the Americans' lead goes. We're back on level terms. Halfway through this match, 2.5 sets in, it's been brilliant. And there, an ace, a rare one. We haven't had many of those. Ishii only takes the slightest misjudgment. And that's the second time that Bart Shackley is the guilty party. Coach Garay says, you know what? Maybe we need to talk about this.
We're reaching that way, just going that way. If it gets by you, we stay ready, whatever coaching it is, and then. Try to go, okay? Mostly move towards the left side attack. Let's go, ramp up, get up. USA! Big push here. Yes, we are starting.
Very interesting to hear from Coach Garay after this. If this match is a little bit tougher than he was anticipating. A lot of people looked at this one and thought, well, China just blasted Japan out off court. The Americans good enough to do the same, but they really have played so well through 2.5 sets here, Japan, that you cannot separate them. And what a job she's done of getting her team ready. After a bit of a mauling at the back end in Yokohama, smashed by China. Losing in 4 to Korea and getting edged in 5 by the Russians. But toe-to-toe with the USA right now. Okamura. MBH picks that one up. And that's not going to get picked up. Haley Washington says, dig that out. Robinson. Ishikawa making a bit of a mess of first touch. How on earth did Shinabe get under that? No, it's not going to get under that, though. Nice reflexes. Second touch, the charm for Poulter. So it's the USA that go into the second technical timeout in front, but still. Another set, as we reach the second technical timeout, is up for grabs.
Listen up. Middle blocker stays in front. Just keep eye. She's coming on D, and we're nose on her. If middle blocker stays in front. If she's running around, we gotta respect that, be on that slide array, okay? As soon as the pass is roughly off the net, be solid on the left side. Okay, those are options they have right now. Okay, here we go.
Right now, left side. USA! USA!
Here we go. Left serve, Greg Lee.
Go hands.
(16-15) USA leading. Kelsey Robinson with serve. Ishikawa can't get past Robinson back court. Barch Hackley with no angle to work with there at all. Just has to contain. Ishikawa tries to sneak one over the block. The adjustment was made and Castello with the finishing swing. These big left-handed swings of Castello are really causing Japan some problems. Look at that, driving through, and that wasn't coming back, was it? Uh-oh. Ishikawa can't find a winner there, but it'll come back. She'll have a second go at it. Ooh, just about. She's been worked really hard in this phase of the match, though, Ishikawa. Looks like they've really decided to test the youngster out, the Americans. Just about coming out on top there. Poulter, quick inside. What a pickup from Kobatha. Ishikawa again. Nice take, but that's coming over on first touch. No winner from Ishikawa there. Poulter, brilliant. Barch Hackley isn't going to find a winner like that. Far side. Shinabe denied. And where's that gone? Beautiful. Castello has drilled one. That's going to get looked at. The call on the floor is good. Really went after that. Courtney with an important dig during that rally as well to help the United States transition into offense. Every challenge, every play so vital. Yeah, it looked good on the. It looked good. Castello hasn't missed too many since being introduced by Coach Garay. Kumi Nakada has got another problem to deal with. The big left-handed outside hitter for the United States. Doing a lot of damage here. And the Americans with the lead again. Low with the dig this time. Barch Hackley blocked. Oh, but it's gone out. Too good. Now then, this is quite a gap that's growing. No wonder Kumi Nakada says, well, we're going to talk this one through. This has been all the United States since the second technical timeout. Well, a capacity crowd doing what they can to just try and help drag the players back into this third set. But at the moment, the USA have this third set right where they want it. And it's Hayley Washington looking to make it a 4-point USA lead here on serve. Araki off the quick set. Washington attempting the dig. Couldn't play it much better than that. Look for the big middle in the backcourt. Ishikawa again. Well, they need to find points on serve. They're not going to find one there. Absolutely perfect service reception from Kelsey Robinson. Yep, MBH goes into the stats with a wonderful swing, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But that service reception from Robinson could not have been played any better. Poulter with serve. Araki's blocked out of it, and that might be the point of no return here for this third set. Well, they've not really dominated at the net the way a lot of people thought they would, the Americans. But Chiaka Ogbogu with a big one there. And this set surely out of reach now. Ishii handles service reception. Shinabe has to push. Takes a touch on the way through. Side out. Again, you talk about decision making. She seems to just get it right every time. Here she is again. Just has to send that. Even Megan Courtney, who's covering so much ground in the backcourt, completely wrong footed. Just has to wave to it as it goes by. Araki then serving. Robinson picks that up beautifully again, but the block's there. Well, well, well. That wasn't Shinabe again, was it? One of the shortest players on the court coming up with a block point. Are you kidding? I think it is. Yes, it is. Well, well, well. Risa Shinabe stuck blocking Michelle Barch-Hackley. We've seen a bit of everything now. Surely not another comeback on the cards here. 19-21. Japan coming back. Robinson perfect again. Absolutely perfect. You think these Japanese servers would say, where's number 23? Let's put it somewhere else. Barch-Hackley serving Shinabe, who will get third touch as well. Nice take from Barch-Hackley. That's trouble. Somehow kept alive. Ishikawa in the backcourt doing enough, but here it comes again. Robinson with an absolute lethal cross-court, bisecting the two defenders. Kobata and Ishii had pretty good angle on that. Neither of them could get anywhere near it. It was that good. Let's watch this. Oh, my goodness me. Threading the needle. Well, this set's gone.
ちょっと短かったからもう一個中に転がってくるんだけど、あえて落としてくるからそこにもしっかりギガが入ってブロックのカバリングをしてあげた方がいい。左利きは逆に長いのばっかりだから長いところをしっかりと指先も飛ばされるからきっちり残す。 こうまずサイドアウト取って、その後のサーブでしっかり攻める。
Okay, go, go.
はい、いけるぞ。
Anyway, back from this. 23-19. Japan have taken both timeouts. 0 substitutions in this third set. There's been so little to choose between the two teams. Nobody wants to shake it up. The one big change as an ace drops in, and that's been a long time coming for the Americans. I think that's their first ace of this match. Nearly 3 sets in. That looks like an ambitious challenge. That really does. Still, when you look at the scoreboard, you think, well, why not? Throw the flag on that and see what you get. The answer is probably not very much, because that looked good. And that is good. So it is indeed set point. And it is indeed a first ace of the match. Had to wait 3 sets for the United States. For the ace. Nakamura will make them wait. Isn't it amazing? Whenever a team gets to set point, it seems that last point is the hardest one to get. Japan had to wait an age to secure their set winner. And Japan now make the Americans sweat it out. Shinabe serving. They need 4 points on serve. Serves Courtney, and Robinson hoists that one up in the air. She's got to beat the block, and does. Here we go again. It's unbelievable. It's like whichever team gets to 24, that just sparks the opposition. Off they go. Still a long, long way to go for Japan to get out of the trouble they're in here, though. That's one save. They've got to find 3 more like that. That is borderline impossible against opponents like this. Courtney takes that, and that's that. Service reception of the story. Easy kill for Chiaka Ogbogu. And it's the United States that will take this third set pretty comfortably in the context of this match. If the first 2 hung by a thread, this one was relatively comfortable at 25-21. And the Americans will be very happy about that. It now makes Japan and Kumi Nakata think, do I make changes here? The Americans made the big change up, introducing caster low when they needed just to freshen things up a little bit. I wonder if Kumi Nakata is thinking about bringing Serena Koga, one of their big outside hitters, off the bench and into this one. Assuming she's healthy, and we've not heard any reports to the contrary, it might be time for Serena Koga. Another really good set. That first ace for the United States, long overdue, but it was the big hits. that made such a difference there. As ever, Japan giving away so little. One error in the set, but it's the big hitting, and caster low has certainly brought a new dimension to the United States. That's been quite a weapon here. And Barch Hackley still leading the way. Robinson and Lowe offering support. That's the three-pronged attack that has helped spearhead the United States into this 2-1 lead. And if there's one thing Karch Karai knows right now, this one is not over. Got to go out and win it. Japan don't give you anything. Been a very entertaining match, this one. Is this the last act of it? It's Jordan Poulter who will go back to the service line to get this fourth set underway. USA leading Japan 2-1. Serving Ishii, who's handled that really well, and they'll bring it near side. Shinabe not getting a winner. That's a wonderful dig. Really good work from Poulter defensively. And here they go, transitioning out, and watch out. Oh, what a well-played point that was. Poulter with a wonderful bit of defensive work earlier. That had Japan at full scramble, and the inevitable arrived in the shape of Chiaka Ogbogu. So Poulter stays on serve, carries on serving with Ishii, and an early block point here against Erika Araki has USA in control. And it's the American number 24 that has suddenly caught fire here. Another big stuffed block. Japan can't allow any more of this. They continue to serve Ishii. Ishii will get third touch. Poulter's there. Caster low. Denied. Oh, that's trouble. Tough to pull up something out of that. And Ishii just had to scramble it over. Here goes Robinson. Well, if you can get a clean winner like that against Japan, you really have come up with something absolutely perfect. Little knuckle over there, dropping it when nobody can get near it. Sato's dive coming close, but nowhere near close enough. So Poulter stays on as she carries on serving Ishii. They'll bring it near side. Shinabe, nothing doing. Courtney read that all the way. Low, that's going and gone. Well, this is a dominant start to this set. Got to call timeout, got no choice. That one, look at that. Nearly took Kabata's head off on the way through. Well, it's not Michelle Barch Hackley's speed, but there's so much power behind these big hits from caster low. Well, even the defensive stars in the backcourt for Japan can't bring these back. Can't imagine a worse possible start than this. Have they finally seen Japan off? Ishii continues to get served and served and served, and she won't find a winner there. Low has to take one from the 3-meter line. Shinabe's kept it alive, but no more than that. Where's this going to go? Low. Shinabe with a wonderful bit of improvisation. No winner there from Ishikawa. No winner there either from Barch Hackley. They can transition out here. Oh, it took a touch. Big one. How important was that for Japan? Araki got a little bit of something. That was a wonderful, wonderful dig from Shinabe. And there wasn't much wrong with the swing from Araki either. And she find a big serve here. It's Barch Hackley picking that up, and that's low. Again, nicely taken in the backcourt. Shinabe, no winner this time. Robinson saw that coming. No winner for Barch Hackley either. Ishii had time to line that one up. Low, driving it. Sato says, Shinabe, nothing doing. Poulter takes. Barch Hackley went very, very long and took a touch on the way through. Both teams having chances on that rally. And then the big hitting MBH saying, had enough of this. Just a touch there. And it was Shinabe that clipped it on the way through at the net. And they continue to go after Ishii on serve. She got the better of the block this time. It's not a full-blown crisis yet for Japan. They are chasing, and they have plenty of time on their side. What they have to make sure of in this situation is side out. And look to try and find something on serve. It's Shinabe back there at 2-5. Now it's Ogbogu.
Yeah, let's go.
Ishii, too good. Oh, Ogbogu would love to have that one back. Sneaky net cord in there as well, but Japan able to adjust. And Ishii again getting the better of the block. Hit really well today, Yuki Ishii. Here she is at serve. Oh, just missing. That was a clever one. We've had both Robinson and Barch Hackley thinking that's mine, and both made the decision that's going long. The correct call is low. The block is there. No winner for Okamura. There's a winner there all the way from Mayo Ishikawa. Courtney couldn't get that. And Courtney can get most things that come within range. Well, that was just too good. Okamura serving Barch Hackley. 1, 2, 3. Robinson, no. Can't find the winner. Ishikawa's blocked out of it. Look at disgust on the face of Hayley Washington there, as if to say, you bringing it here, really? Yeah, good luck with that. Not on my birthday.
Hey, Hayley, that's number 28. Out of system, that's what she's doing. Away, away, away. Okay, she's not trying us to go down the line. Slide, go. Okay, one blocker with slide, we're strong on go. Here we go. Here we go.
Yes, there we go. USA!
in the context of this match, what's happened at the back end of set 3 and the start of set 4 is as big a chasm as we've seen. There was nothing to choose between them for 2.5 sets, nothing. And then the Americans pulled away with set 3. They started fast in set 4. Japan have just got to try and weather this, see if they can fight their way back into it, take it to a tiebreaker. Side out, absolutely essential every time the Americans are serving for Japan. Ishikawa can't find a winner. They send it backside, bit of a reach there. Araki's managed to pick it up. Ishii near side, picked off by Courtney. That's the push there from Lowe. Again, Courtney really solid. Bart Hackley with the push. Kobata with the pickup. Ishikawa with an absolute sizzler of a cross court. Every once in a while, you think the teenager is starting to feel the pace of this mentally, and then she comes out with something like that, and you realize, no, she's all right. She belongs here. The 19-year-old mixing it at the very highest level and holding her own, more than holding her own. A vital side out. Sato with a challenging serve that just had too much on it. They've got to find some points on serve. They cannot play it safe. It's been a workout this for the Americans, and it's not over yet. Washington. Nice serve. Araki. That's what you got to do. Castello may be a big hitter. A very athletic player, but usually the bigger they are, the harder it is to get down on the floor. Ishikawa. The point here will have Japan just tucked in. Can they get one? Robinson has handled that really well. Bart Hackley, that's coming back on first touch from Kobata. Poulter will send it. Oh, wow. Lowe somehow defended there. And they can have another go here. That was brilliant from Ishikawa defensively. And then Ogbogu says, no, no, no. No fairy tale here. Well, they almost managed to get themselves into that point, Japan. And then another big block point to keep the USA in a comfort zone. Poulter with serve. Shinabe goes cross court. Poulter picked that off. Courtney's got to take that from a long way back, and that was a tough take. Tough take. Well, Castello points to herself, so that's on me. That's they're very, very missable. Araki. Oh, so close to a sneaky ace. MBH with a beauty. Oh, Kobata only just got that. Is she? A brilliant bit of improvisation there on the American side. But Ishii says, well, you got me once, you're not getting me twice. Japan gritting their teeth. They will not let the Americans get away. Shinabe serves Bart Hackley, and it's an ace. Well, this is who you go after if you want anything. That's 3 times, only 3 times in this match that Bark Ashley's miscued. It's produced 3 aces. She doesn't miscue there. Little push. Wow. Kelsey Robinson coming up with the kind of little dink there that Japan have been sending over the net the other way all night long. Oh, can't place it any better than that. Oh, that's a thing of beauty. Bogu with serve. A lot of work to do here for Ishii. Yeah, that's a tough take. Tough take. And having clawed a point back on serve, Japan have just tossed it away. The Americans comfortable again. Sato sends it over to Ishii, and that took a touch. Side out. Yeah, big touch off Castello. Robinson's cross court picked off by Kobata. Oh, lovely one. Absolutely lovely stuff again from the youngster, Mayu Ishikawa. Well, she might be on the losing end of this one. And I think she's certainly earned the respect, this teenager, of everybody wearing a blue vest right now. Another winner. Ishii serves Barch Hackley, who handles that one perfectly, and there's the result. Lowe driving that one out of town. That one's still traveling. That is the definition of bringing it. Lowe with serve this time. The running attack not good enough. Okamura straight at Lowe. Robinson denied. The Americans will run round the backside. Washington can't get a winner. She's blocked. Ishikawa's blocked, but it goes out. Yet another point for Ishikawa. She joins Ishii on 19 points. 18 each on attack hits. With Shinabe chipping in with 13 points. They've maintained this balance throughout Japan. It's keeping the Americans guessing where it's coming from. Right now, it's coming from Okamura on serve. Serving Barch Hackley, who's made a mess of that one, and that's going to come over on second touch. Chance here for Japan. They need to take it. And it's dropped in perfectly from Robinson. You're getting a block point out of Robinson. You know it's not your day. There's a lot of ways Kelsey Robinson can beat you. You don't want her beating you with one-on-one blocks. Oh, a misjudgment there from Japan. Still, they won't go away. Another Japan point on serve will have the hosts far too close for American comfort. There's Sato going after Robinson. Barch Hackley. Araki adjusted. Ishikawa. That's nice from Courtney. Can't take it much better than that. Low. Nice from Kobata. Can't take it much better than that. Ishikawa can't get a better block than that. Hayley Washington sending it back. Sending the USA to a hard-fought second technical timeout. What a good match this has been. Absolutely terrific stuff on both sides of the net. Hugely competitive and entertaining.
We need more of those on 28. Way to hold on that. She's not facing you, but she's going to hit your way. G, row one, you're going to be good with middle and perfect pass. Barchi, you got to go really diving cross court on 28 over here. Okay? Vamos, go!
They're close to the finish line, the United States, but Japan look intent on dragging them back if they possibly can. Absolutely no thought in Karai's mind of, we've got this. It's finished the job time for USA, who'll be very happy to get out of this one with a 4-set win. Washington skims the net. Shinabe, where did that end up? On the wrong side of the net for Japan. The blockers were there. That ball ping-ponged around and came down on the Japanese side of the net. There we go. That's Coulter leading the way. That might be the point that just proves too difficult a job here for Japan. They need side out, they get it. Ishikawa. 20 points against Russia. She's matched that here. That's two pretty big teams in world volleyball, but she's had a big, big day against. Pretty much anonymous against China, but China gave Japan absolutely nothing in that match. Nobody could make a play. Perfect take. Perfect block. Barch Hackley. Oh, perfect swing. See you later. Made this look easy, didn't she, Barch Hackley? Everyone's scrambling around, and MBH says, you know what? We need to get out of here. A big smile that says, we are nearly there. Coulter with serve. Shinabe rubs one off the block. Side out. Nabea will check in. The pinch hit. You get the feeling this is last roll of the dice time for Humi Nakata. Chances are starting to disappear for Japan. Points on serve. Absolutely vital now. And they get one here, well, not with a service reception like that from Robinson. And Nabea's managed to pick that up, and then too close to Barch Hackley. An easy put away. Again, Kelsey Robinson could not have taken that much better. (19-15) then. United States just taking this one side out at a time. Oh, and there's a block. That's low. Just as against Serbia, Caster Low has certainly made an impact off the bench. Not just with those big swings of hers, but some big block points. Japan take a desperation timeout. It's her last one. That may well have been Ogbogu got that last touch. Lowe certainly helped direct it there. She's had another big game defensively. Ogbogu. 16 blocks now for the United States. Well, the block has never really been as destructive as it could have been. Lowe does get that block. They're taking it off Bogu. I don't think any of the Americans are too bothered about who gets it, so long as somebody gets it. Five points before they can pack the bag and head back to the hotel. Barch Hackley. Full stretch. Shinabe, who's doing such a job of conjuring something up out of not very much at all. Does it again. Osanai and the pinch-hitting setter, Haruka Miyashita, come in. Into the rotation. Fumi Nakata running out of options here, though. Yeah, Miyashita can find something, and Barch Hackley is lurking in that back court. You would think she would be the target of this one. And Miyashita finds something. No, Courtney stepped in front of it. Nothing doing there for Bogu. And just missing Robinson. Well, they pulled one back. Well, as reliable as Kelsey Robinson is, that's a miscue. It's enough for Karch-Kiraly just to settle everybody back down again.
Way to take a big space. Do that again. She's probably going across. Meg's going to help with that seam. Lots of good touches. Here we go. Run our rounds hard.
All right, ladies. USA! USA! Here we go, USA!
Does yet another fight back start right here for Japan. The Americans will be so happy to get out of here. Local time is 20 to 10 at night. In 17 hours and 10 minutes, the Americans are back on this court against China. It's not giving them a lot of recovery time. Somewhere the Chinese players and coaches are watching this saying, come on Japan, take it to a fifth. Can they do it? No, that didn't work for Robinson. Ishii, far side. Courtney picks it up. Low, no. Miyashita gets that. Ishii, and contact on the antenna. That's a dead ball, and that's a Japan point, and here they come again. From being out of this, they've halved the deficit. Just chasing 2 points now. That's makeable. And Miyashita, the pinch hitter, making a difference. And they try and hide Barch Hackley and do so. Robinson takes that really nicely low. No. Now a chance here. Backside it goes. And Osanai comes up with a huge cross court. You just cannot write them off. This is some charge. 3 points in a row. And it's the youngster, Osanai, off the bench. Send for reinforcements. Out goes Robinson. In comes Kim Hill. And that's not a coming up to serve change from Karch-Kiraly. That's changed the narrative time. They were so comfortable 3 points ago, the USA. They have been slapped awake here. Hill handles that perfectly. Gets blocked. They'll get another look at it. They'll send it over too low, and that's nice. Oh, how they needed that. And Jordan Larson's coming in as well. Karch-Kiraly is not messing around here. The powerful captain. Such a devastating outside hitter. Jordan Larson, Kim Hill brought in. Karch-Kiraly does not want a fifth set here. He's trying to get it finished right now. Larson. Osanai picked off by Larson. And that's a lovely finish from Hill. Larson and Hill stepping in as if they've been playing the whole match. Straight off the bench, straight down to work. And suddenly the Americans looking more comfortable again. It's like call the cavalry, this. And you've got Jordan Larson riding over the horizon to your rescue. Well, a very aggressive serve. Side out, but Larson's made a difference. She'll sit back down again. That was a little cameo from the captain. It was certainly eye-catching. Could it be match-winning? Japan chasing 2 points now again. Clock ticking. Ishii. Hill's made a mess of that. That has to come back. There's something going on at the net there, and it's a touch from, and I think it may well have been Osanai. Not sure which one of the Japanese players it was, but it's a big error of judgment, and there it is right there, and can't fault the call. It's a perfect call. Against Okamura, Osanai was near side. That's probably the last chance, really, for Japan. It's about fine margins again. Castello serving at 23-20. This must be side out for Japan. Osanai can't find a winner. Hill just has to recycle, though. This is going to be another go from the youngster. Can't play it better than that. Absolute stunning cross court. Larson and Lowe absolutely left standing here. Perfectly placed. Neither of them can get close. Cannot hit any better than that. Now, a point here. And Japan get the nerve ends jangling again. A point the other way. It's match point. Lovely take from Courtney. Oh, what a miss! Oh, my goodness me. Hayley Washington had it laid on a plate for her and has missed it down the line. Oh, I think she can believe it. It's how to blow out the candles on a birthday cake, isn't it?
Everybody's running their routes hard. Like to go high line, low knocker there. 28 on the left side, okay?
If Japan win this next point, this arena will erupt. But if they don't, the Americans will be serving for the match. Neither of these two teams have done it easy tonight. This has been a dogfight. It's as well as Japan have played in the whole competition. This is really high-level execution from them against an opponent that should be too strong for them. And the Americans may well prove to be too strong for them, but there's been nothing easy about this. Against China, they were swept aside effortlessly. Against America, Japan have made it competitive and compelling. But we're very close to the finish line now, unless there's another point on serve here. Okamura serves Barch Hackley. And you believe it. This is unbelievable. What a nightmare for Hayley Washington. She misses one down the line. Now she gets a bunch of net. And that huge American lead gone. Okamura sends another one in. Barch Hackley with service reception. Hill's spike is sent back. Hill will have another go and touches the antenna. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Well, Ishii with a dig that's kept it alive, but you'd have put the house on Kim Hill. It's set point Japan. Okamura serves Barch Hackley again. Larson's got some work to do. Hill can't find a winner. Iwasaka! Oh my goodness me! They've taken it to a decider. That is a stunning turnaround. Incredible stuff. Japan was so far out of this, you were writing their obituary notices. They don't know what giving up means. USA had this one right where they wanted it. Now they're going to have to go into a fifth set. And somewhere, China coaches and players are jumping up and down with excitement ahead of their big, big grudge battle with America tomorrow. China want America stuck on that court all night long. Well, how ironic that here in Sapporo, both the big guns have been stretched into 5. China getting by, eventually coming from behind to beat Brazil. And the United States just unable to shake off Japan, who've leveled twice. And how she must be ruining those 2 misses. Haley Washington. She'll be blaming herself, but nobody else on her team will be, because you win as a team, you lose as a team. That was all about Japan winning as a team. Here's the numbers. Look at all those block points for the Americans, but look at all those attack winners from Japan. Really lopsided set in terms of the stats. You get 8 blocks in a set, you think you're going to win that set. But Japan keep coming up with winners. Iwasaka, absolutely staggering performance tonight. 22 points is she, 20, Shinabe 15. The 3 of them have just kept ticking over and ticking over. And with characteristic trademark defense in the backcourt, Japan have dragged this into a tiebreaker. It's now a race to 15. Iwasaka serves Barch Hackley. And there's a miss. No, it takes a touch. Just thought Costello had sent that one too deep, but it took something on the way through. Robinson. Uh-oh. Yeah, in trouble there. Unbelievable from Shinabe. How on earth did she get down to that? Iwasaka's got to find a winner out of something there. Couldn't do it. Barch Hackley with a big swing. Brilliant from Iwasaka. Brilliant from Shinabe. They've sent it back again. That's not coming back. Ogbogu says, I've had enough of this. The United States jump out fast here in the tiebreaker. But again, they have to win it once, twice, 3 times. Japan just won't give anything easy. Robinson sends that one in. Kobata picks that up. Iraqi is blocked. That's a huge, huge moment there. Chiaka Ogbogu. Well, after all that work at the back end of the last set, they've started off so slowly in the tiebreaker. Tough to pull 3 points back in a sprint to 15. Can the USA finally see Japan off? A 3-0 lead in the tiebreaker. Sato sends that backside, but she's overset it, and that's an easy pick-off there for NBH. A big, big error there from the otherwise unflappable setter. Sending it over, and NBH says, that's mine. Robinson will stay on. And that's what she tried to do first time, and Shinabe has it sent back. Nice touch. Oh, but out. Out. Surely that's worth a challenge. Well, Iraqi had to make that. And the call on the floor is that's out. And the umpire in the chair had a really good view of that. He can overturn. And he didn't. But when you're trailing like this, you've got to challenge it. Oh, ho, 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 ho. That's one of those it's not your night moments right there. 5-0. So Robinson stays on. Ishii finally affects side out for Japan. Well, they need 4 points on serve. They made it look easy in the last set. Surely they can't do it again. Iraqi serves Courtney. Barch Hackley. Oh, got a little bit of luck with the net cord there. A very important side out for USA. Sato sends it backside. Shinabe cut off by Low. He then takes aim, pulls the trigger. Huge sense of deflation on the other side of the net. The Americans have been utterly clinical through this 5th set. Ogbogu looking to serve at 7-1. Nets. Well, Japan sending in reinforcements. It's that switch up that they used at the back end of the 4th set that sees Miyashita come back in along with Osanai. Now this worked brilliantly at the end of the 4th set. Can it pay off again for Japan? We need 5 points on serve, and they need them in a hurry. Barch Hackley makes sure that comes to an end right there. And at the change around, USA's lead looks unassailable. Said this before, though. But this is a 6-point lead. 5 on serve now. And it's only a race to 15. If Japan come back from this, it will be the story of the whole competition. The look on Michelle Barch Hackley's face there a moment ago suggested, you know what, we can see the finish line, and we can see it clearly. In comes Jordan Larson to serve again. This worked brilliantly last time up for Karchkarai. Young Osanai sends that one down. Larson's kept it alive. Robinson sends it back. Osanai will have another go. Well, Larson checks back out. Low back in. This time it didn't work. But Japan still need a massive 5 points on serve. Ishii, Barch-Hackley rock solid when it really matters, and then misses with the swing. Well, well, well. Oh, no. Just caught something, didn't it? Oh, my goodness me. Again, fine margins. Nothing doing for Ishikawa. Robinson. And that didn't catch anything. Or did it? Karch-Girai thinks it did. Kelsey Robinson certainly thinks it did. Otherwise, she wouldn't have sent that message over to her coach. Nine times out of 10, when a player calls it like that, they know exactly what they've seen. Occasionally, appearances are deceptive. Well, in the context of the match, Japan need this to go their way. Make it interesting again. Karch-Girai's thinking, I don't care about the match. I need my bed. Get me out of here. It's 10 o'clock. What's going on? Anything? Yeah, there you go. Nothing. They've called it no. Well, well, well. All the Americans thought that took a fingertip. Everybody's looking around and saying, well, we can see contact, but the call is no contact. And it's Robinson leading the discussion at the chair. She's got to be careful here. I think everybody just saying, you know what, look at the scoreboard. We're still in shape here. Sometimes you just have to put these things to the back of your mind. They do not want to get themselves distracted here, the Americans. Nabea with serve, and I think you can safely say that was cast low, getting rid of a bit of frustration. Washington, who's back-to-back miscues at the end of the fourth set, basically led to this fifth set, has more than atoned for that. Mayu Ishikawa with, I think, the first poor service reception of the whole match for her. And there's nothing else they can do except burn their last time out here. No way back from this, surely. How often do we see this? A nail-biting four sets, and then a fifth that's pretty one-sided. Time after time, you see it. The team that jumps out into the early lead, the other team just tightens up as they try and bring it back. Surely no way back from this. Washington goes long. Huge cheers. For one glance at the scoreboard will tell these Japanese fans that 6 points on serve are needed. And if that was a race to 21, that's a tall order. To 15, That's borderline impossible. Their base is back on. Sato and Shinabe back out there. Robinson takes that really comfortably. Can't find a winner, though. The block's just about done enough. Ishikawa, that's coming back. Courtney doing so well, but then Araki driving it down. Surely not another big charge from Japan. Surely not. Well, Araki absolutely drilled that one between blockers. I tell you, if this next point goes Japan's way, they're going to dare to dream here. Sato serves Barch Hackley around the backside. The dream surely dies right there from Ogbogu. Really nicely executed point there. And a big, big take from Barch Hackley. Poulter. Backside, got to be a winner, and isn't. Poulter picks that one off. Wonderful pickup from Kobata. Now, where's that going? Well, Shinabe once again causes some problems. They'll get a bite at this unless Barch Hackley can drill one, and does! Ha! That's a huge hit from MBH, that really is. That's a match winner right there. No coming back from this. She could have played it safe. She could have gone contained. She went, I'm having this. Bring that back. I dare you. I double dare you. Poulter serving the USA. 2 points from the winning post. Could be 1 point from the winning post. It's set low. Yes, she's got it. She's got a touch. It is indeed match point. And it'll be the young setter, Jordan Poulter, who will look to finally put this to bed and break Japanese resistance once and for all. Kobata takes. Araki can't find a winner. Back on first touch, though. Sato sends it backside. A last point of the match, probably, for Ishikawa. Barring something absolutely ridiculous here. They need 7 points on serve. It cannot happen. But what a match young Ishikawa has had. Hard to talk about her coming of age because she's looked so good throughout this World Cup. There she goes again, her 23rd point of the match, producing side out. What can she come up with here? Robinson sends it over, low, misses. Would you believe it? No, it's taking a touch. It's taking a touch. Well, that'll get challenged, of course. Oh, no, it's, well, this is confusing. That was called an American point in the chair. That's definitely missed. And now it's been overturned. Yeah, the chair umpire's got it right. No touch there at all. Well, there's one saved. 6 more of those. It's game on again. Ishikawa, Robinson again, and that'll let it. What a good match that was. Oh. Finally, Karchkarai can breathe a sigh of relief. Really big effort that from Japan to take the USA into a 5th set. That's the good news for the USA. Like China, they remain perfect after a grueling 5-setter in Sapporo. The difference is Karchkarai's squad have less than 17 hours before they're back on court again to face China tomorrow. And it'll take a while for the adrenaline to clear out of this one. That was hard work. There won't be much celebrating tonight then, not with what's to come tomorrow. Karchkarai